Welcome back to day number 2 of the Reality Shifting Challenge. Today's topic is understanding the law of assumption. So we're going to start with an introduction and go into the words explaining the law of assumption from Neville Goddard. So here we go. Law of assumption, a principle in the field of metaphysics and personal development popularized by Neville Goddard, which posits that an individual's assumptions or deeply held beliefs about themselves and their inner world directly influence and shape their reality. According to this law, by consciously assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, a person can bring about the manifestation of their desires into their physical experience. This emphasizes the power of the mind and imagination in creating one's life's circumstances, and is also often associated with techniques such as visualization, affirmations, and mental rehearsal. In other words, the law of assumption, simply put, is a principle that states that whatever you believe and assume to be true in your life will eventually become your reality. This means that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs have the power to shape your experiences and determine your future. So by consciously choosing and assuming positive outcomes and adopting a mindset of success, you create favorable situations and opportunities that align with your desired goals and aspirations. For example, when looking at your current reality or your current relationships, it is important to understand that your assumptions of events, words, your assumptions of hidden meaning behind actions, and all of these other events in your life are changeable, and you will benefit by assuming that all this was already your creation. This speaks to responsibility for your life, because you are not a victim of your life, you are a creator of your life. Adopting this and understanding it, you will empower yourself to make internal changes until you get the external results you truly desire. From Neville Goddard, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. The notion that false assumptions, if continuously held, will cement into fact is a hard concept to accept by many, including myself. It took repeating moments and histories over and over again throughout my life. Every time I thought I had figured it out, every time I had a moment of relief, and then the story would come back with a different name, a different face, a different job, a different situation, still somehow repeating the same belief, or maybe the new version of the belief in my life, until I finally realized everything is my creation, and I have to take responsibility for the thoughts in my head, not only the external situations happening. This is a fundamental aspect of human psychology, intersecting with the way we all perceive reality. You see, we sometimes hold on to a particular assumption, not because it's actually been proven to be a fact or the truth or concrete, but because it serves to validate our own self-concept, our own view of the world, our own biases and perspectives. Even if these assumptions are flawed, untrue, misinformed, our persistent belief in them solidifies them until they take on a manifestation in our reality. This draws attention to our human tendency to influence our perception of reality based on our personal and persistent beliefs, however untrue they may be. Take a moment and remember a time in your life or a past relationship when you got an idea in your head about your partner or your job, either by using your past experiences, your past memories to influence you, or perceptions given to you by somebody else's ideas that was implanted into your consciousness. So, here are these 3 questions. Did you latch on to that idea before there was any actual proof? You just assumed because this had happened to you before with somebody else, or maybe the same person. Therefore, they were already proven wrong. Did you actually have proof, or did you assume it? Did you latch on to that idea before there was any proof? Number 2, did you assume that you knew everything about the situation or your partner's actions? And 3, did you keep assuming this idea was an absolute fact beyond the shadow of a doubt until you literally had the physical proof manifested in the 3D? When you realize just how powerful of a manifester you already are, you will take more responsibility in controlling your thoughts. The impact of the law of assumption is a part of your everyday life, whether you want to accept it or not. This also suggests that our actions and decisions are shaped by our deeply seated beliefs. If I have a history where I believe someone is going to cheat on me, steal my money, stab me in the back, take my job, because it's already happened so many times before, that is a deep-seated belief, and it will continue to manifest until I realize that I am now the one creating that reality. The law of assumption is not just a theory, but a universal law. The law that our lives are influenced not only by external circumstances or facts, but also by our own subjective reality and their persistent, controlled or uncontrolled thoughts that form our hardwired beliefs. This law, being a way of life, means that it continuously influences our day-to-day lives. So let's jump into some daily affirmations to help us with today's topic. So repeat these with me. My assumptions solidify into facts, and I assume the best for myself. With these phrases, we are adjusting our mindset to work in line with the law of assumption. Remember, it's important to actively embody these positive affirmations. Don't just say them repetitiously. Mean them, be them in the moment, and they will become true because they are. Consider the affirmations that you may already be repeating mentally every single day. The I am not enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not wealthy enough, I'm not healthy enough. I mentioned some of these yesterday. You may not be realizing that these affirmations are either moving you forward or keeping you stuck in your current reality. Let's jump into the scripture, shall we? From Mark, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Neville interprets this as assuming the feeling of having received our desired wish. Now for your homework tonight, choose a small wish, something that you know is achievable, that you truly desire, and I want you to assume it has already been fulfilled. Then I want you to move throughout the rest of your day. Live your day as if it is a current reality. Keep a journal or notepad or grab your phone. It's great to grab and literally video yourself when you see proof as you watch the manifest unfold in front of you. Watch the bridge of incidents as sequences of events, and the realities are shifting and people and places are moving to give you your desired wish. On to our reflection questions. What small wish did you choose? How did you feel when you assumed you had already had your wish fulfilled? What did that feel like? How easy or was it not easy to accept that you are the creator of your reality based on your either controlled or uncontrolled assumptions? How did it feel? Are you struggling with that? Are you resisting it? Or does it make sense and you're just glad that you're finally going to do something about it? Whatever the answer is, I want you to share it within the community on our private Facebook group, or if you're watching this only on the YouTube channel, make some comments, share so we can all grow together. I encourage you to share your experiences with the law of assumption. Learning from one another's stories contributes to our collective growth. In conclusion, remember that every day brings a new experience, and each experience is a learning opportunity. Let's make the best of it. I am confident that the knowledge you acquire will guide you in understanding the law of assumption. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow. This is Anthony Sacred Cobra Cortino. You are sacred, you are worthy, you are loved, and I'll see you on day 3. Cheers.